Welcome everyone, thanks for tuning in to Public Land Adventures. Today I will be doing a review on the Trophyline Ambush Lite. Um, I'll be covering first impressions, first uses, and use over time, how I use the saddle in different settings, um, and my overall opinion of the saddle. Starting with my first impression, uh, of the Trophyline Ambush Lite, Trophyline for short, because that's just a mouthful. First thing I noticed was a well put together package, complete with instructions for use. And second thing I noticed, as soon as I grabbed the saddle, it was, it just felt durable, felt heavy, well constructed. Um, I just, the thing's built like a tank. It's a bigger saddle, but it's not heavy. It's not bad. 4.5 pounds maybe. And that's fully loaded. The pouch is loaded up. I got my tether in this one, and my lineman's belt in that one. Um, so I mean, fully loaded, maybe 4.5 pounds. Just guessing. I haven't officially weighted or anything like that. But so I noticed that I can't thank Trophyline enough for the timely delivery. Um, I appreciate the fact that they're giving people product that they pay for in a timely manner. With that being said, I'll move on. I received the saddle a day before I left for a 6-day trip in southern Ohio, so I really didn't have time to use it. I put it on, I was like, wow, cool. I can get my legs in it. Sweet. And we'll figure out how it works down in southern Ohio. Busy. Got 2 kids. Working overtime, all that good stuff. Life. But, so I get down there. We get camp set up. I get it on the tree. At ground level, I'm swinging around the tree, and buddy down there with me, he comes up, he's like, are you just trying to be a monkey or what? And I'm like, no, I'm trying to fall out of it. I was literally trying to fall out of it. I was hanging upside down. You're not going to fall out of it. It's a well-made product in that aspect, for sure. It's safe. But I think it was key to building confidence, being that this is my first saddle. Um, I didn't know what to expect. I've researched a lot on YouTube about saddles, so I felt they were safe to begin with. It's just one of them products I've seen, and I was like, dang, how come I didn't know about that years ago? Well, there weren't any around commercially available. So, anyway, I'm played around with it ground height, uh, got comfortable with it, knew I wasn't going to fall out of it, even if I did something pretty stupid. You got to do something pretty stupid to get upside down on the thing. So I took it up the tree. Once I got up the tree, right away, I kind of had a sick feeling in my stomach. I was like, man, experienced a lot of hip pinch. Well, like I had mentioned, I watched a lot of videos out there from DIY Sportsman, Boudreaux Boswell, uh, G2 Outdoors. They have plenty of good tips out there, and I'm not going to go into exactly fine-tuning your setup. These guys do a good job, and all I'm going to do is butcher it at this point. So I get up there, I mess with my tether height, makes it feel better wherever I get it set. Less hip pinch, but there was definitely some discomforts in other areas. Um, I have now used it for 2 months exclusively. I've not hunted out of a tree stand yet this year. It's all been out of the Trophyline Ambush Lite, and I figured out ways to just, if you're uncomfortable in one spot, move it a little, and it will make a world of difference. And I'm not even talking much, a quarter inch. I did notice that for leaning, I like to wear it high as to support my lower back a little. For sitting, which I don't completely straddle the tree when I sit, but I put my knees into the tree and sit that way. I like to have it a little low, kind of like you're sitting in a swing. Uh, Other than that, I mean, all around, you know, I think it's a great product. I think it's a good option for people that want to be mobile and light, which I think the two go hand in hand personally. Um, so basically, just messed with tether height, messed with um, placement of the saddle on my body, and that took care of most of my discomforts. Now, every once in a while, I mean, I might be like, no, that just feels a little off. Just a little. It's not a big deal. I've been wearing it with bibs, and I mean, it's just it's comfortable. I'm mostly a leaner, however, so every once in a while it's nice to sit with my knees in the tree just to get the pressure off my feet. But I mean, I think it's a toss up. Okay, I have that stand right back there. Really comfortable stand for the tree, but mobility is limited. Saddle is extremely mobile, and I mean, you're not really giving up comfort, and I hate to say that. You're sacrificing little bits of comfort here and there. Um, it's not an armchair for the tree. It's not a summit climber, but it's very comfortable, and it's very doable. I think you take the time and work with it, you can figure out what will work for you. Just don't give up on it. I know everybody is saying they're returning theirs and this, that, and the other, and it's like, give it a chance. Try to figure it out. It's not tough. Play with it. Throw away a hunt. Yeah, it's throwing away a hunt, but I mean, I'm still hunting. Opportunities will happen. So, just give it a chance. Give it a fair chance. Any saddle, not just Trophyline. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. But as I said, I had some slight discomforts, made a few slight changes, and it's still, every time I go out, slight changes here and there. And, just a slight roll of your hips one way or the other makes all the difference in the world. I will move on from this point here. We'll move on to my overall satisfaction with it. And I am more than satisfied with it. Not only the quality, but the quick lead time, I totally appreciate, and I made mention to earlier. So I'm not going to belabor that any further. But the functionality of it is, man, is so great. I love being able to shoot behind me. I like being able to shoot in front of me. I like having options on shooting. And I don't cut shooting lanes. Most of the time you hunt on public, you can't cut shooting lanes. And this is just great for it. It gives you the optimal mobility to customize your setup for each situation. And that's exactly what I like about it. Not only do I like that about it, but I like the customer service. I dealt with Sean, and Sean was great to deal with. He was an outstanding representative of the company, and I appreciated working with him. So in closing, I would highly recommend this as a viable option for not only new saddle hunters, but guys wanting to explore other options. I mean, I see no reason. I obviously have nothing to compare it with. This is my first saddle, but I see no reason why it wouldn't be good for a seasoned saddle hunter. Maybe it's just me, but um, a little something I want to touch on here. There is one dislike I have about it. I do not like this pouch. I am not a big fan. I think it needs 2 MOLLE loops on it to hold it still because it just flops around like that. And it kind of drives me nuts. But I'm looking into other options for pouches, considering purchasing another square load pouch, because I love this one. This one is my favorite one, if I had to have favorites. It's got a little pocket on each side. Perfectly fits a grunt call. Knife. I always like to carry a knife. You never know. Get tangled up in ropes, cut them. But like I said, about my only complaint is this pouch, and it's not as stable as I'd like it. I should probably mention that I do carry 2 lineman's belts, just in case I have to go over limbs. It helps me transfer from limb to limb, and that just makes it handy. But I do carry 2 in there, so maybe it's just a little much for the pouch. I don't know. But I'm not sacrificing not having 2 lineman's belts. And yes, I know I could use my Tether as a second lineman's belt, but it's a Tether. It's not a lineman's belt. That's just me. I have issues like that. But something else I want to touch on here that I forgot to mention earlier. This has a webbing bridge, and it's 2 layers of webbing. I tried putting just a single, I tried putting just a single layer. I can't say layer apparently. So we'll try this again. I tried putting just a single layer and clipping into my Tether that way. It caused immense discomfort in my abdomen, my hips, my back. I do not recommend doing that. In my opinion, I would take and tether in with both pieces of webbing, and I think it solved a lot of issues with discomfort. But I had to try it. Didn't know. Don't know if you don't try. Somebody else might find it comfortable to clip in with both. I can't say that for sure. I mean, everybody's different. So, but overall, I think this is an all-around good product. I think it's at a decent price, especially for what you get. I mean, the pouches aren't cheap. I don't think it's cheaply made. I haven't noticed anything, and I wear it in every time. I haven't noticed any excessive wear. I've done close to 20 hunts in the thing. 20 days of hunting. So some days I was 2 hunts each day. So just being able to change up morning spots, evening spots, didn't quite see what I wanted to see, where I saw it, where I thought I would see it, and being able to move. That's something I definitely like about having a saddle, not just the Trophyline, but any saddle in general, is just mobility. I like being mobile, and that is a great tool for that. But like I said, overall, I would recommend it to anyone. Anyone wanting to try out a good product at a reasonable price with expedited shipping. No lead times. Few days, you'll have it. So I'm not going to keep you guys on the hook any longer. I'm going to just go ahead and wrap this one up. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a big old thumbs up, a like, share it if you feel like you sharing it. If you could all do that for me, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know I enjoy putting out the content, and I plan on putting out content as I get some new toys to play with. Tools, toys, it's all the same, right?